Hey, Mom. That little, like, huh, a little star means you're a subscriber. Isn't that neat? Yo, what up, Axel? How's it going, man? Picked a good day to do it. I'm running excerpts now. That's the first one. Pine's first movement. That sucks. The saddle on my first valve slide is breaking. All right, first excerpt. All right, I'm going to warm up first. Oh my gosh. Fuck. That's not a good thing to have happen right before I got a... Oh my God. Well, I can't play in tune now, but I'm going to do the best I can. Dude, yes, it feels bad. I can't believe... I don't know how that happened, and I don't know how I'm going to get it fixed. Here it is. Heldenleben offstage. Dude, why would you wait till right when I start streaming to call me back? Also, how do I reattach the saddle of my first valve slide? Because it fell off just now. My, my C trumpet. All right, I'll talk to you about it when I'm done streaming. Yeah, currently I'm playing excerpts. You should watch. I'm playing them at tempo. Well, can't you just like turn on Twitch? Or just listen? I did. It was awesome. It sounded no, it sounded like a legit scream. It was awesome. All right, dude, I gotta go. Okay, bye. Dude, Raul, it's pretty good. But look at this. The saddle on my C trumpet just fell off just now. It just fell off. Like, how does that happen? It's crazy. Like, I gotta play stuff. I have no idea how I'm gonna fix it. I mean, short term, I'm just gonna put a rubber band around it and call it good, you know? Long term, I don't have any idea. I guess solder, I gotta find someone who can do that. Yo, Patrick, while you're driving, you should also subscribe to me. But other than that, things are going good, Raul. Thanks for asking, man. How are you doing tonight? I don't. Is this one the Don Pasquale or the piccolo one? Both of them felt good. Gosh, I love that Don Pasquale excerpt. There's not much that's better than that, I think. Thanks, dude. Thank you, Patrick. I appreciate you typing while you're driving. It's very nice that you'll put your safety on the line to compliment me. Yo, thanks, Willie. I like that one a lot. All right, so everybody should get ready. As soon as I'm done with these Brahms ones, I'm going to flip it over to choosing excerpts, and I'm going to let the collective decide the next list that I play. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Those rotary excerpts don't feel quite as good, but I got the rotary when I was doing excerpts at like 70%. So I missed 4 weeks of it, and it does not feel quite as locked in as the rest of it. So I might have to get some 50% repetitions in there somehow. All right, Heldenleben B flat and E flat. Well, be more specific. We have. Well, I'll just do all this stuff then. So I have Heldenleben B flat lyric, Heldenleben E flat big beautiful, Heldenleben E flat lyric. All right, so here's the list. I'd like to try to play things that I haven't played yet. So just people start throwing stuff out that they see that they might want to hear, and I'll let you know if I've played it yet. I've played 3 lists so far, but that's all good. I did Pines offstage yesterday. I'll do Goldenburg Parsifal. Bartok fugue. Two more. Also, Raul, it says you have Twitch Prime. So I don't. If you're on a computer, there should be a purple button that says subscribe. If you hit that purple button and then hit the Twitch Prime option, you can subscribe to me for free using Twitch Prime. I did Schumann 2 yesterday. So like I'll eventually get to these more. Well, let's do Schumann 2 actually again because the intonation wasn't amazing. And Mahler 3 chorale. What a good one to end on. Thanks, Colin. Appreciate that, bruh. All right, so let's find the Heldenleben excerpts again. Yeah, you were very close. I'm gonna add the Haydn to this. Willie, you know I'm streaming all the time though, and you watch all the time, so we'll get Bruckner 7. We have to get Bruckner 7 tomorrow. I have no idea. When I was there last time, it was like 7 or 8, and then I got cut off. I think it was like 7, and then I got cut off. All right, here is the first Heldenleben excerpt. Oops, sorry. I really hope that they don't ask for the E flat part because, I mean, I guess I should ask Barbara, but I don't have a way to bring that many trumpets. So I'm not going to bring my B flat to the audition. I don't think the principal would ever. Oh, maybe. Usually Chicago, some version of a Chicago recording. There's some good New York ones, obviously, but like Bud, basically, that's kind of what's in my head. At least that's what I hear. Just for you, Colin, I'm going to give my best shot at playing the E flat lick. Here we go. So that's what's going to happen if they ask me to do it. What's the next one? Goldenburg. Yeah. Close enough for jazz, right? Yo, what's good, Caitlin? Parsifal. Okay. Okay. This is what I would consider to be worst case scenario. Yeah, that felt fine. That, playing that stuff at 50% tempo, I think made a big difference, That feels actually relatively comfortable, as crazy as that sounds. Goldenburg and Schmuyle to me is not super bad, actually. I mean, it's a lot on your face, but my strategy is to basically my strategy is to tongue really hard and then kind of come back a little bit there. And then, yeah, if you just tongue really hard, then it sounds really loud and you're not working as hard as if you're trying to play super loud. Also, it's impossible to play super loud on the piccolo, like volume wise, in terms of like getting air through the instrument. Yo, Raul, I appreciate that, man. But yeah. All right, here we go. Starting right before 3:35. I left that mic. I bet that was loud. I bet that was pretty loud. My mom texted me right as the excerpt ended to switch the mic. So yesterday, when I played this one, I think the high G's were a little flat. And so I'm used to, that kind of regular C trumpet, the high G is sharp. On a rotary, I think it's actually flat. And so I'm used to trying to keep it down, but today I'm just going to let it ride. I'm just going to pull out a little bit. I'm just going to let it ride and see what happens. You can all decide if you think it's in tune. I think it was flat yesterday. Here we go. To be able to get response at soft volumes, I think of breathing on the lips. So if you take a breath right now, Raul, just go. It's going to get cold somewhere in your mouth. Can you tell me where it gets cold? It's going to be like on your lips or in the back of your mouth or on the roof of your mouth. Where does it get cold for you? This is driving me. Oh, that's just how the part is. Yeah, so a lot of people, I'm going to go over this at the end of this for you. That's the same for a lot of people. And so I think about breathing so it goes and it passes through the lips, because for me, that gives me the control of having the air really far forward and feels usable. I promise you I'll talk about this at the end of this. I want to knock this out without too much rest. The reason why that didn't go well, or I missed a couple of notes there, is just 100% I was trying to play too soft. That's my struggle with that excerpt. Same thing with Schumann too, trying to just play into it. Yeah, just trying to play into it. Not trying to play so soft nobody's going to hear it. All right. Haydn Trumpet Concerto. Let's get the whole movement. Let's have some fun. All right. That is good for today. Raul, I promised you I would talk about that. So basically, this is a big Arnold Jacobs teaching thing, wind at the lips. And so if we breathe with our wind at the lips, there we go. Is that nicer? I think that's nicer. And then I can do this. I can get all of it in there, or almost all of it, and then it doesn't get in the way of chat. Okay, so we want to breathe on the lips. So feeling through there. When we do that, at least in my opinion, in my experience, breathing like that allows it so that the air is right there. If we breathe so it's like back here, then the air has to go that far before it's usable. Now, that's not necessarily exactly what's happening, but in my opinion, it's kind of like that. Like the air has to travel. So if I were to guess, if I were to guess before you tried this out, you would probably have had issues with notes starting when you want them to. Like sometimes it would work, sometimes it would not work. And for me, this alleviates that. Once you get used to it, it like alleviates that. I mean, every once in a while a note's going to go by the wayside, but it almost like alleviates that completely. And so if I were you, I would try to remember to breathe like that every single time. And if you can do that, it basically fixes so much of soft playing, especially if you're approaching it the right way. And so what I try to do is breathe about the same every time and release about the same with the wind on the lips. And if you can get that consistent, the consistency of our instrument goes up because there's fewer variables changing before we start. So I'm glad that worked out for you because it's been such a help for me. It's unbelievable. So, man, I can't believe it's just like this, the solder is just gone. Come on, focus in on that, not on me. Yeah. This is a good place to start. All right, this book, Song and Wind. This is all about his teachings and stuff, about him, really. Is that the octave key? Yeah, it's the octave key. I mean, online and stuff, I got it from people who studied with Arnold Jacobs. So I got it kind of secondhand from them. Something Colin Williams told me about puckering. Yeah, I do. So that's just, keeping it really far forward. And then I think it's just the air is usable at that point. Soggy Bread, what's up, man? It's my first time going to make one of your streams. I'm actually from Chicago, and I had no... Yeah, so the last audition they had 2 years ago, I was at that audition, but I did not advance. From what I understand, they gave someone some trial weeks, but for whatever reason, it didn't work out. So, I hope you've enjoyed the stream, man. I'll be in your neck of the woods in about a month if the audition actually happens, because I guess they're still... Yeah, Brendan. Just got done with the runs. There were 2 full runs of all of these excerpts. Let's check them out. All of these excerpts. So, it's all good, though. There will be runs tomorrow, and all basically runs forever and ever. Next week, I'll be doing 2 or 3 lists a day at 85%. So, there will be a lot more runs. Dude, I tried to notify you. How you doing today, man? Yeah, we'll see. Brendan, the ninja bassist, that he had a bass audition for Chicago that got canceled. I guess it was last week now. So if they're on strike, they will cancel the audition. So we'll see what happens. Look at what happened, Brendan. the saddle from my beef or my C trumpet fell off. It goes on like that. Like that. It's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to be like that. But instead, it's like that. Well, as far as I've had it, not that old. I've only had it for like 5 years. But it was made in like the... Okay, I don't know if you guys can see this engraving. You're probably not going to be able to. Nope. This engraving, it's a 239 sterling silver plus bell. So it's got more silver in the bell than most, I guess, non-sterling silver bells have like 90% silver. Mine has like 99 or something like that. Yeah, it's crazy. I can't believe this. I pulled it out and it felt kind of loose, and then I just started wiggling in it. It was like, poof. I mean, I am stronger than I think I am, I guess. So, Brandon, do you know? I mean, you don't have to do this, but you know that if you have Amazon Prime, you can link your account and then subscribe to me for free. It's super easy to do. I don't know if you knew about it or not. So, yeah, tomorrow we'll finish up the rest of the list tomorrow. And then Thursday I have a day off. Thursday I wonder if there's like an emoticon that's like strong. To get a used one. Oh, I should make my own emoticon for that has like me like squatting or something. That'd be hilarious. So Raul, I guess the way we probably roll with getting a new you can go to Trumpet Herald. You can look on like thompsonmusic.com. Maybe Dylan Music will have one. I bought my P54 new, and I really, really like it. But yeah, Trumpet Herald. I wouldn't go to eBay or something. I mean, you might be able to get something there, but yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't really been in the market for a new horn for a while. And then, every once in a while on Facebook, you might see somebody trying to sell one, but... yeah, Brendan, I'd appreciate it. I know it's like a little bit of effort, but it does help me out because it's no cost to you, and it's like I get like $2.50 out of the deal. Twitch gets the other $2.50, and it's for a month, so you'd have to manually resubscribe every month, but yeah, so. I don't know if you knew about this, Raul. My plan after this, I'm curious if you'd be interested. My plan after the CSO prep is over is I'm going to try to figure... I think I know how to do it. I can basically do a... I don't have one with the Butler Geyer slides. I actually don't like it as much because my hand doesn't fit as well. And I'll show you. I mean, to each his own, but I have my third valve slide out, and my first valve slide out all the time. And that works more or less well enough for me. But yeah, so my plan for after the stream is I'm going to start doing, for some people who are subscribers, I could do like basically Skype lessons, but do them on Twitch. So we can create like sort of like a virtual masterclass type situation where like if you were a subscriber and you wanted to play, you could play like 3 or 4 excerpts. I could coach you just like a regular masterclass, but then there would be the chat on the side, you know, and they would be able to, you know, say nice job, put some sweet emoticons, if stuff sounded good, be like basically trying to build like a community of people who want to support musicians and help out and stuff like that. It could be a really cool vibe, I think. And so that's my plan. I got to figure out how to get it set up, but I have a pretty good idea now of how to do it. And then that will be my long-term goal, I think, is to build a community of, so like you're in school, right? Like when you go to Curtis, right? Curtis next year, you're gonna have school, like classmates and stuff, for the next bunch of years, you know, and they'll be supportive, and you'll be in a music school environment where your teachers will be supportive and the other kids will be supportive. But when you graduate, you might not have that, and so trying to create that for people, that will be like a long-lasting environment and community and stuff like that. So, yeah. Good luck on the St. Louis stuff, Brendan. When's that audition's pretty soon, I think Dan said. And yeah, he said like the whole list for St. Louis amounts to half of the Chicago list, which is just crazy to think about. So that's not bad. That's like 2 weeks, right? I mean, you're probably in great shape, obviously. So you just do a little peaking protocol, you know? Yeah. Yeah, just do a little peaking protocol to, you know, do some 80, 85, 90% list runs. A couple days before, do some like 95% list runs. And, dude, you'll get it. You'll get it. Also, isn't why are you auditioning for St. Louis? Isn't Seattle like pay better, and like is it just how much you work? Or David Bilger's at Curtis. Sax is in Cleveland. And Raul, I appreciate that, dude. I'm really happy you've gotten anything out of this stuff, but I appreciate the support. Oh, so you gotta win your full time thing. Yeah, okay. Well, dude, good luck. Um, yeah, that's what if I were you. I mean, you do you, you know. But if you're like basically practicing a whole bunch of hours a day, um, you should be able to like run like a lot of like what I'm doing right now is running 2 lists a day. But if you're gonna run like 7 lists a day, you could speed up that process. Run run like 3/4 of the list every day, and do some 85% runs, because you'll still be able to with 85%, you'll still be able to, it's like not, it's fast but not super fast, but you're like getting closer to doing like that, the percentage, so you can iron out some of the details, and then 90%, 95%, you get it. How do I divide practice during the day, Ryan, with rehearsals and stuff? I practice whenever I can. Right now, I'm just practicing on stream. This is my practice for the day. I mean, I'll warm up before rehearsals and stuff, and I'll try to fit in playing the etudes that I have to play, that I'm practicing for the week. But basically, I try to work it out basically whenever I have time. I should have practiced my etude. I didn't practice it today. I'll visualize myself practicing it tonight, and we'll see how that goes. Charlie a 15, I think. Yeah, But you should be able to ramp it up pretty quick if you're running a ton of lists a day. I'm taking 3 weeks to ramp it up 85, 90, and 95. And what I found too is I think some of my goal tempo things that I wrote for on that list for when I was choosing excerpts. Oh, thank you for like picking something. Of course I can play Beach 14. Yeah, I'm taking 3 weeks to ramp it up like that. Oh, so I was saying like some of the goal tempos I think I've picked are kind of fast. And so I wonder too with some technical excerpts, if you set a goal tempo of like a little bit above and then you kind of run a program and you've just covered, and then like if you're comfortable, you can play the excerpt, 10 clicks above the tempo you need to go. Then when you knock it down 10 clicks to where you would normally play it, that should feel like a 90% effort, and it should feel like comfortable and easy. I need to write down Beach 14. I'll absolutely play that. I hope it's not super hard. Too fast? I assume that's what you mean by that. Yeah, dude, we live and learn, huh? I'm enjoying this process. I'm enjoying this process just because I feel like I'm learning so much about preparing that I don't even care what happens. I'm just like I'm gonna be a better player at the end of this. I'm gonna be a more knowledgeable player, and that is worth as much as anything, in my opinion. To be able to like help other people with that knowledge is gonna be a really nice thing. So, yeah, I gotta end. I can definitely play that, Raul. I gotta end the stream relatively soon, so I can say goodnight to my kids. Tomorrow, yeah. Well, now you know. Do I do etudes? I've been recording an etude a Soggy Brad. I've been recording an etude a week since like the beginning of the year. Brand etudes are a lot of fun. I was actually involved with a recording project with ITG. It's not out yet, but they put together a project, and me and like I think 3 other people recorded the entire Brant book. It'll be like an official CD. I don't know when that's coming out. But yeah, like this week I'm doing Charlie A15. I have some stuff on my YouTube channel. If you like type in like Ryan Beach, etude, live stream, a whole bunch of things, you should be able to find my page, and I have some etudes on there. Are they ready, Kathleen? What? Oh, I didn't. You should have told me. Okay, hold up. I gotta go say goodnight to my kids. All right, I'm back. Oh, I've done Beach 9 already. Here, I'll send you a link. I'll do Biche 14. See you, Brandon, if you're still here. Does that even work? That look at that. Look at that. Did you okay, you found it? What is this thing I've done here? Yeah, that was one of the first ones I did. It's interesting to think how much has changed since then. Yeah, Colin, I don't even remember which brands I did. Because I did 5 originally, and then I did, I did 5 of them originally. I don't remember which 5. One was dun 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 dun. I did one that goes bum ba bum ba bum bee ba 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 ba. And then I did one that went I think. And I went when the bum ba dum beam ba dum beam bum beam ba dum bam, and then I did one that went and then I did one that was like and then when I redid ones, I had to do the one that's like because I think somebody dropped out, and so I had to do 3 extra ones. So I did that one, like a couple at the very end. So anyway, I'll do Biche 7, Raul, and we'll call it even. So all right, so I'm not 100% sure what time it'll be tomorrow. It'll probably be at night again. Might even be around 7:30 or so. I got to talk to my wife and see what time works for her. But I appreciate you guys watching. As always, if you link your account to Twitch Prime and then you a sub or link your account to Amazon Prime and then sub to me with Twitch Prime, it's free to you and it helps support me. And we'll be back tomorrow. And like I said, I'm taking Thursday off while I travel to Houston. And then I'm going to try to get all 3 Friday, Saturday, and Sunday streams to be coachings with Barbara and Charlie to try to like have everybody be a fly on the wall during that. It might end up being that I can stream, but I might not be able to save it. So you'll want to so I'll try to make sure there's, plenty of notifications that it's happening. So I hope everybody has a good night. And then on my Facebook, also I'm gonna make comments about the recordings I did tonight, and I'll put them on this Google Doc. You can see them on my Facebook. I made a post about it today, and so if you haven't had a chance to check that out, go ahead and do that. So, all right, I will see you guys tomorrow. Hope you have a good night.